FIDE World Cup in Goa. How was the experience?
So the tournament was very stressful as it was so intense. I decided I'll stay back in Goa. It's such a beautiful place. And I went to do some sightseeing and I realized, wow, that's an amazing, there's so much natural beauty there. I had gone to Khanty-Mansisk in Russia when I played the World Cup there. I had to survive on rice and water because there was no vegetarian options made there. So I never complained. I realized that, okay, I have to figure out a solution to it.
So many top seeded players, including yourself, you guys have been knocked out pretty early in the tournament.
The amount of upsets that happened in this World Cup was really unusual.
You just had this FIDE World Cup in Goa. How was the experience? We have seen you being very active on social media, taking all the backlashes about Goa in and then making posts about how Goa has been. Could you please take us through your journey in the Goa?
So the tournament was very stressful because of the format. The knockout format, it's best of two, and one mistake can be very costly. You don't have time to come back. So it was very tense, and my tournament ended around like 10th or something. As it was so intense, I decided I'll stay back in Goa. It's such a beautiful place. And I went to do some sightseeing and I realized, wow, that's an amazing, like there's so much natural beauty there. So I was really mesmerized by it. And that's why I made the post, because I feel there might be some criticisms that can be valid.
The mosquito.
I mean, mosquito, I didn't really face problem because we had repellent in the room. So that was never really an issue. But maybe the hotel standard, it's of course not Marriott, but it's not bad either. That was the thing. It was like still like 4-star level or something like that. But there are some criticism which I just don't understand, like of food, because I think the food was really good for vegetarians, non-vegetarians. There were like multiple restaurants within the hotel itself, etc., and everything was catered off. The hospitality was next level. For example, on the rest day, they provided personal car to everyone who wants to go out for sightseeing, even the people who have been knocked out, which I have not heard happening in any of these places. And I remember when I had gone to Khanty-Mansisk in Russia when I played the World Cup there, I had to survive on rice and water because there was no vegetarian options made there. So I never complained, and I realized that, okay, I have to figure out a solution to it. And that way their complaints were completely illogical, and I don't like to get bullied by anyone. So I felt like I need to stand up for it. And Nepal also has a history of complaining after tournaments and whenever it doesn't go his way. So I don't take it seriously also.
If you talk about the chess only, so many top seeded players, including yourself, you guys have been knocked out pretty early in the tournament, if we say pre-quarterfinals. So what might have gone wrong for so many players? What do you think?
This was unusual. Of course, in World Cup there are a lot of upsets, but the amount of upsets that happened in this World Cup was really unusual. And I feel a couple of reasons for it could be that the difference between a top player and a semi-top player has reduced drastically, and it does not reflect in the rating system, because rating system has its flaws. Let's say the top players play amongst themselves in elite tournaments. It is only invitation basis, so there is no big fluctuations of rating. They all keep like similar range, whereas the 2600 players, they don't get to play the top players, whereas their strength has increased. It does not really reflect in the rating. Second thing which has happened is that technology has made access commoditized. Now everybody has access to the best engines and the highest hardware, etc. So there is very little differentiating factor there. Plus the engines are so good that right away now, if you put on a chess engine, it will give you the best move. Earlier that was not the case. One would have to sit day in day out, work on the lines, like go deeper, because there used to be a horizon effect. Like if you check the engine for a couple of moves, after a while it cannot see. But right now the engines are so good with neural network AI that they are just giving you the answers right away. So that way the barrier to get good at chess openings has gone down. And chess inherently is a drawish game, because if both sides play well, the most likely result is going to be a draw. 51-49%. That are the odds. And you try to fight it, it doesn't work out. So many factors like this, the advancement of technology and the faulty rating system.